It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hello and welcome back to TNWKS, the Now We Know show, the show where we discuss a topic of interest, and by the end, you will have learned something new, and hopefully we will too.
Yes, exactly. And it is our Christmas
It's our Christmas special for 2024.
Oh, yes, it is.
Episode 125.
125. Our glasses are charged. We're ready to rock.
So, the topic of today's podcast is we are finally going to discuss and solve the mystery of, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Now I have a machine gun.
Cheers! Yes, we've
my
got our
jolly good fellow.
our Scotch and Coke. We are actually. I've got some malt Scotch for
Yes,
later.
we are surrounded by the festive decorations and
we are
lovely
also
drinks.
Also, actually, look. We've got Hans Gruber is making his way down
Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Plaza, you see, till he hits the bottom.
That has got to be like the best advent calendar ever.
You know, if you haven't got one of these, I highly recommend
I
it.
mean, that, just to begin with, that's a massive testament to the fact that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's got an advent calendar.
I don't know if you noticed. Can you see up here? We've got Bruce Willis trying to escape the air vent in the Christmas tree.
John McClane.
Yes, John McClane.
Come to the
So
party,
anyway,
clap
we
your
are
hands.
we are discussing. It comes up every year?
Every year.
Every year it comes up.
And there are definitely two camps to this.
There
It's
are
either yes
two,
or no.
but I think I want to shed some light on that, yes or no, because there are other Christmas movies out there that, frankly, I don't believe are Christmas movies, but
Interesting.
people insist they are. So we'll get to that.
Yes.
We also put a poll out on social media and asked people to feed back to us because we thought, let's be fair.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Whatever we feel, we kind of try and stay sort of neutral on it.
Yeah.
It's all down to you guys out there.
That said,
so-
I've actually discussed this with several people in the week leading up to this particular podcast, and I am definitely on one side of this argument.
Okay, so a lot of other people. So from your discussions of you being the minority.
Okay, so two people in particular, I'm not going to name names,
Yes.
but
Oh, yes.
one
Dish the
person
dirt.
I showed this movie to for the first time,
Okay.
and they really enjoyed it and agreed that it was a Christmas movie.
Ah, no, that's interesting because this individual, obviously, this is the first time they ever watched the movie.
Ever watched Die Hard? Yes.
So they got to the end of it, and then what? Did you just post? Do you think that's a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
And they immediately say, well, of course it is.
Yes, exactly.
That's
And the other person, who is somebody I didn't expect to consider it not a Christmas movie, but that's just how it went down.
Yep.
We've been having spirited arguments across.
Arguments, not-
I
not
wouldn't say
discussions.
arguments, a discussion. It's more of like a GIF war
Okay.
than anything else on Instagram, which is
Okay.
quite funny, with a work colleague.
Oh, I see. Gifts going backwards and forwards.
Yeah,
Okay. And I take it that they don't believe it's a Christmas movie.
they don't know,
Okay.
despite all the proof that it is.
Right. Well, time for me to get my Santa's Specto specs out. Okay, because I'm going to have to refer to my phone.
But first, could I possibly entertain you with a festive cracker?
Crackers. Let's
Yes.
go for it. We've got our festive jumpers
We
on.
have a absolute large pile of crackers to either side of us
We went out
that we
shopping.
will slowly work through during the
For those
podcast.
people listening, Zach's holding a cracker with a big mouse.
A festive
A
mouse.
festive mouse for some reason. Right. Okay. Let's go for it. Hey.
Ooh.
Now, interesting. Did I win that cracker, or is it your cracker?
I mean, we've both got 3.
I know, but if we were at a dining table at Christmas Day,
Mm-hmm.
did I just win your cracker, or is this your cracker? Because you presented me with the cracker.
This is kind of an interesting side note, isn't it?
It is a side note because I've got to settle this
Yeah.
one as well. Because frankly, everybody has a cracker at the dining table.
Yep.
And that's their cracker. But I hate people who pull a cracker and then don't give it back. They say, "I won it," and you go, hang on, that's my cracker.
Yeah, I mean,
So here, you may have your gift back.
oh, thank
So
you.
what's in your cracker?
I hope a,
Don't be mean.
a
Give
good
people their
joke.
crackers back.
That's the topic for maybe the next year's podcast.
Yes, it. Do you win a cracker or is it your cracker? So,
Ooh, we have an orange, a ginger hat.
ginger hat to go with the beard.
Very nice.
You don't really need to put that on because you're wearing a Santa hat anyway.
That's a good point.
And-
I could put it on the microphone.
No, don't do that. It'll make noises.
I could do that. There.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Festively dangling.
You're
on the mic.
dangling. What else have we got in there?
We have some Christmas snap cards.
Ooh, we can play Snap afterwards.
Christmas themed snap.
Okay, come on.
Okay, we're going for it. We're
Has
going
it
for it.
got a joke? Traditional Christmas joke.
Okay, we're not. Right. Okay.
Come on.
What do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire?
Snowman and a vampire. I have no idea. What would you get?
Are you sure? This is like a classic one.
Well, I don't want to chew up time. Snowman and a vampire.
Give up.
Yeah.
Okay, frostbite.
Oh,
Da-dum.
should have seen that one coming. Oh, yes, the festive horn's out.
For all those jokes.
Yes, okay, we'll have to remember the horn. Anyway, back to why I put my Specto specs on, because
Yes.
I've got to refer to my phone
Mhm.
because I made some notes, funny enough.
Ooh.
And this is partly, I think, to start off with, probably the first question is when it comes to solving this
Time-long riddle.
time-long riddle of whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not.
Yes.
We have to start off with what makes a Christmas movie.
That makes sense.
Okay, so the Yuletide Institute for Cultural Sciences, or Studies, shall I say,
Oh, blimey.
okay, they did a groundbreaking study to see what movies are considered to be Christmas movies or not.
Okay.
But they needed a criteria.
Yeah.
Okay, so they analysed over 1,000 holiday films, Christmas festive films.
What a job. What a job.
Based on these 5 criteria.
Yep.
The first one is presence of a Christmas theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would that be like being set at Christmas?
Set at Christmas, it's got a Christmas theme within the film.
Mhm,
Yeah, I would imagine. But it's got the presence of a Christmas film. A Christmas theme. So
Okay.
therefore, I know we've also discussed in the past about Rambo.
Mhm.
Because the police station is absolutely full of Christmas decorations.
Yes.
So that would be a Christmas theme present in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But another example of a similarly kind of like brief example of Christmas within a movie.
Yep.
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Yes. There's a Christmas tree in Prometheus.
Oh, there you go. So you've got the presence of a Christmas theme.
Mhm.
But I suppose the thing is, we've mentioned 2 movies that have got a Christmas theme within the movie.
Yeah.
But they've got to qualify by having these other criteria in there as well.
Right.
So the second criteria is an amount of holiday music. Now, there's no holiday music in Prometheus.
No.
And as far as I'm aware, there's no holiday music in Rambo.
None.
So you want an amount
coming
of
to mind.
holiday music.
Mhm.
The third criteria is a family reconciliation subplot.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Where family may be estranged and then they make it up. So,
Krampus.
Krampus.
A good Krampus night.
The fourth one is
movie.
a Christmas Eve setting in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
It's festive.
Okay, and the fifth one, the use of Christmas decorations as a plot device. So,
Okay.
for example, you said Krampus,
Yeah.
and they use a snow globe in that, don't
They
they?
use so many things.
So many things in that. Yeah, there's so many things. So you've got those 5 criteria. And interestingly, because of the study,
Mhm.
it said, with Die Hard, for example, it scored off the charts with its heavy use of Christmas songs,
Mhm.
a plot centered around a Christmas party on Christmas Eve, and other factors like Bruce Willis using Christmas things like Christmas hats,
Yeah, a Christmas jumper.
ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun. And even his wife is named Holly.
Okay.
Okay, so we're already off to a good start because under these criteria,
Mhm.
Die Hard is way out there in front.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so now I want to compare that off with the specto specs. I want to compare that to a very, very popular Christmas movie that everybody associates with Christmas,
And what is that?
which personally I don't think should be a Christmas movie.
Ooh, shocking plot twist.
Yeah, plot twist, plot twist. People saying that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
Yep.
How about this? It's a Wonderful Life. It's
Okay.
not a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It has become a very favourite Christmas movie, but it's not. It is set on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Because the main protagonist is going to commit suicide by throwing himself off a bridge.
How festive.
How festive. And is saved by an angel that is sent down from heaven to earn their wings and to show him how awful life would have been for his friends and family if he wasn't in their lives.
Yeah.
Okay. However, when you look at how much Christmas actually is in the movie, because most of it is all about looking at how did he get to the point of being on the bridge. There's actually the percentage of Christmas in the movie is very, very little.
Right.
Okay. And it doesn't actually even have a Christmas message in it, because within the movie, he's always trying to fight against the bad banker, the bad businessman who's always trying to get the best over on all the people, the towns people that have got hardly any money to rub together, and he's got his own independent bank where he's banking their money and giving them a good service and everything else, and then his colleague in the bank goes and loses everybody's money.
Oh,
He's meant to be paying that into the bigger bank in the town.
yeah.
He has it in a newspaper
For some reason.
real good security, that one. Has it in a newspaper, and then he goes and loses the newspaper, and the bad banker, the Ebenezer Scrooge kind of character in the movie,
Right.
finds the money in the newspaper. I think also his right hand man. I haven't seen the movie for a while, but I think he's kind of butler, colleague person that's with knows that he's got the money. Of course, without this money, it means that the main protagonist is going to basically have to close his business. He's lost everybody's money. That's why it drives him to the edge of suicide, you see.
Okay.
So
You've thought about this a lot, haven't you?
but so to wind things up, at the end of the day, he is saved basically by being shown, if he was missing out of everybody's lives, that everybody else's lives wouldn't be as good. But he is kind of saved at the end of the day because all the townspeople put their hand in their pockets and give him loads of money to make up for the money that he's lost,
Which is theirs.
So basically,
That doesn't sound very realistic.
All the townsfolk become even more
Hard pressed
for money. He just manages to get himself out through the goodness of other people's. His mate who's lost the money is an absolute idiot. But the bad guy, the Ebenezer Scrooge guy, gets away with it at the end of the movie. He gets all the money. He doesn't get his comeuppance. He doesn't have any kind of change of heart where he says, actually, I now see
I've seen the error of my ways,
and I'm going to give him back his money. Look what I found. The day is... No, there is absolutely no Christmas message in that movie.
Well,
And the bad guy wins.
yeah. I mean,
And the
for
bad guy
all
wins.
that plot you've just described to me, you didn't mention Christmas
It was
once.
No, apart from the fact that it's set on
So
Christmas Eve.
I'm kind of baffled as to why
Why
that is considered such a timeless
Movie.
Christmas classic.
I know, I don't get it myself. I watched it and I went, apart from being set on Christmas Eve,
Mm-hmm.
there is no moral compass to this in that there's a goodness that happens at the end of the day. Yes, people do come to his aid, but that makes them even poorer than they are at Christmas time.
Yeah. Doesn't give
But
off the
the
best
bad-
vibe, does it?
It says
If you think about
if you're
it,
a bad person and you get all that
you're just
money,
rewarded.
you're rewarded. So I don't get that one. Anyway, maybe somebody else can explain it in the comments. But anyway, so compare something as big as, what I just said.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. If you compare that then to suddenly a fun-packed action movie set on Christmas Eve at a Christmas party.
Filled with plenty of Christmas decorations. Filled with Christmas jingles.
Yeah, Christmas
Filled
music.
with Christmas jumpers,
Christmas music,
Christmas quips.
Christmas quips, ho ho ho, all that. It's there is like the criteria that it fills is like spot on there.
It is very comparatively.
Yes,
It's a Wonderful Life just falls.
Yeah,
like
crack
falls
of time
down.
then. So now I'm now bored everybody with my bringing everybody
Your
down
subplot of
about the Wonderful
It's a
Life.
Wonderful Life. Isn't that wonderful?
Look, I've got an elf cracker. Shall we pull that?
Let's do it.
I think that's an elf. Is that an elf or is it Harry Potter gone wrong?
I mean, it hasn't got a scar, but
No,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
pull
wearing
its head
glasses.
off, so it's
Okay.
gonna be a bit brutal. Actually,
Go for it. Oh.
Oh,
Oh no! What happened to the pot?
we had a malfunction.
Hey,
There we go.
Crack. Right. Okay. I'm in there.
You're in.
Okay, you can have a look for the gift.
Looking for the gift.
I'm going straight for. Oh, I need my Specto specs again. So,
Would like a festive hat.
the green one.
It's a nice holly green.
Holly green. Okay. What did I get as a gift? Here you go. Here you go. What do you call an art museum made out of ice?
Oh, blimey. Oh, I'm gonna kick myself when I hear this, aren't I? An art museum.
What do you call an art museum made out of ice? People watching and listening are screaming.
Damn! Why should I should know this? Sorry.
The Igloo.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there you go. The Igloo.
Do you want to know what your prize
what
was?
was my prize?
Your prize was some festive stickers.
Festive stickers. Oh, maybe I can. Will they unstick? There, I got a festive sticker. Oh, put it on my
You should
beard.
put in your bit.
Is that
Why
on my
the beard? You're not going to see it.
I don't know.
Put it on your forehead.
I'll put it on my forehead. Look, I'm putting festive stickers in my beard.
Oh wow.
Do I look Christmassy now?
I mean, you've got the Christmas theme pretty covered
There you go.
with the hat and the jumper. To be honest.
There you go. Do I look Christmassy?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Anyway, back to what
I really hope that the camera can see that.
Can you see that? I don't know. Anyway, let's have some more Scotch and Coke.
Okay.
Chin chin, what? I'll be in. It's Christmas. Hey,
Yes.
Oh,
Tickety boom.
fine Scotch and Coke. Anyway, right,
Anyway,
back on
but yeah,
with our
I
main
think
thing.
it is like inconceivable to consider Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It has every Christmas thing going. It has the tunes. It even has the like subplot with the family because they're obviously like estranged.
Yeah, and they obviously make up
Redeem themselves at the
in
end.
and it finishes off with a wonderful Christmas melody, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, and although we're not discussing Die Hard 2,
Which
again,
is also
in my poll, which I'm going to search through for the answers on
Yeah.
that one, it was thrown up from people when asking about Die Hard. Die Hard 2 came into it, and again, literally everybody considers Die Hard 2 to be a Christmas movie as well.
it's interesting with the Die Hard franchise because basically they dropped the whole Christmas thing in the third one,
movie, that's right.
which is it's a good movie and I do like it, but I do love Die Hard's association with Christmas, especially in the first two movies.
I suppose it becomes. Yeah, he refers to it in the second one, does it? How can this all be happening to me all over again?
That's like one of the final lines is like, why does this keep happening to us?
me. Christmas, exactly. Which is both, which is also fun. You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I suppose if John McClane's action-packed activities only ever revolved around Christmas, then that would be taken to the extreme, wouldn't it? If every single movie is Christmas, you keep looking at my
I'd be
beard.
it's distracting. It's
distracting,
wiggling
is it?
around.
Is it?
They keep moving.
Oh dear. Sorry about that. Anyway, carry on.
Yes, so I really do think that it's a shame that they dropped the whole Christmas thing in the later movies. But essentially, that's what I love about the Die Hard franchise. I do appreciate the sequels to an extent. The later ones, maybe a bit less so, especially the fifth one, that wasn't great. But especially like the first two, personally for me, are my favourites. A lot of people would say the third one's their favourite, but it's the Christmas theme
I do like the Christmas
from the first two. I just love
See,
it.
it kind of like throws into the mix because
It's like a fundamental Christmas movie that you just chuck on during the festive season.
Yeah, actually, I was going to mention another movie that I consider to be a Christmas movie, but I'm not going to mention it because I know later on you want to ask for recommendations for Christmas movies. Don't you? So I'll
Interesting,
zip
yeah.
on that one. Let's go to our poll.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Okay.
cut straight to the chase.
Yeah.
So
Do-do-do-do.
So first one out the gate was Rod Ferrell. Do you know Rod? Do you know Hot Rod?
Hi, I'm Rod.
I'm Rod. I'm
Yes.
Hot Rods.
Love tips.
Love tip number one.
He was on Deal or No Deal. It's a thing.
Yeah, he's a friend
Go
of
check it
ours. Good old Hot Rod, if you're out there.
Mhm.
Great. Anyway, he actually interested in it. He's American.
Mhm.
And he says, I don't feel it is a Christmas movie.
Ooh.
It's just an action movie. Okay, it's set during Christmas time, but there are many, many more movies that are much more Christmassy, such as Miracle on 34th Street, which is all about Santa.
Okay,
Which is fair
so
enough. That is definitely a Christmas movie.
okay, so what I'm getting there is a very similar kind of argument that I got from my work colleague, and that is the fact that I think it's more of an assumption than anything else that for something to be considered a Christmas movie, it has to be all happy
Sugar Plum Fairies.
Sugar Plum Fairies, happy
Elves.
happy elves, everything's jolly and wonderful.
Well, okay, take you to task on that one, or take your work colleague to that. So, are you essentially saying that if the movie is an action movie
Mhm.
with explosions and guns and
Mhm.
stuff like that,
Mhm.
it can't be a Christmas movie?
That's essentially what the argument is, yeah.
Well, how does that stand up then against the red one, which has literally come out this year?
Yeah.
with
Yep.
with Dwayne Johnson,
I-
which is all
As soon as you start throwing comparisons, this argument falls apart.
because that was a big action movie.
Oh,
The
you-
whole thing is based on the fact that like Santa himself has got his own gym.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and he's
Well,
an
even-
action hero himself.
Obviously, we've brought up Krampus before in this podcast,
Yeah.
but the association to also horror
Yep.
during the festive season, would you consider those not Christmas movies?
Well, exactly. So you've got you got Krampus, you've got
A Christmas Horror Story,
yes,
Rare
what's it?
Exports,
Rare
A
Exports, that's
Christmas
it.
Tale.
yeah, that is a brilliant movie.
Definitely
I
watch
don't
that.
want to talk about any other movies at the Christmas movies at the moment.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
the thing is, yes, all those that you mentioned could be seen as being just strictly horror movies.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're Christmas movies.
I mean, one to throw in the mix here, Home Alone.
Yes, Home Alone.
That's
That
got
has got nail
that's got
guns in it.
traps. It's
Traps, nail
basically
guns.
like Rambo 2
For the- with
for
the-
festive season.
Yeah. It's Son of Rambo,
Yeah.
gone festive.
Something like that,
And
anyway.
you got like the two main movies that I know there was follow-ups, but the
I think there's about 5 now.
Yeah, the two main movies, 1 and 2, exactly the same. You got the wet bandits getting their comeuppance
Yeah.
in very violent ways.
Yeah.
So, is that an action movie or a Christmas movie?
Exactly.
Well, it's both. I mean, it's okay. Is like another classic? Would you say Gremlins
Ooh.
is a
Good
is a
call.
horror movie? Is it an action movie? Is it a Christmas movie? I would certainly say that Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'd also say that it kind of borders on the edge of being horror
Yeah.
and action.
Yeah,
So
because
there
it's
you
got
go.
some pretty violent things that occur
So
in it.
I think I'm going back to how I started this podcast for those people that are watching and listening. That institute that did the study on Christmas movies had
Mhm.
those 5 categories that had to be within the movie itself to make it a Christmas movie. So if you take Jingle All the Way with
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
you know, you have got that.
Oh, we should have brought Turbo Man in here. That
Oh,
would have
we
been
should
good fun.
Turbo. I know I've got my Christmas jumper on, but I could have had my Turbo Man t-shirt.
I mean, talking about Christmas jumpers, this is my festive jumper for this
It's
evening.
red and green.
It's red and green,
Exactly.
despite being a
Freddy Krueger
Freddy
jumper.
Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street jumper.
There you go. Well, to be honest, you did have your ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun.
I think
and
it's
you-
a bit small.
and it's a bit small and you couldn't find it. So there you
Yeah.
go. You know, but anyway, but with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way, so what have you got? You've got Christmas theme
Mhm.
set on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
You've got family
Family issues, yeah.
issues
Getting
that get
resolved.
resolved. You know, you've got use of Christmas
Theme,
decorations,
jingles.
decorations and such like. Christmas music. That's
Yeah.
got everything in it.
Yeah.
It's without a doubt a Christmas movie. And so what I'm going to say is there is a video that's out for Bruce Willis, bless him, who Bruce Willis himself, when asked, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
He answers it by saying it's a Bruce Willis movie.
Okay.
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 Now, that's true. It is a
Mhm.
Bruce Willis movie, but just as much as Arnold Schwarzenegger, if asked if Jingle All the Way is a Christmas movie, he'd say, no, it is a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, you know. So it kind of doesn't,
Okay.
you know, it's ambiguous, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you give an answer like that.
Yeah.
So back to our poll. Jack Harris. See you, Jack.
Ooh. I have to
yeah.
get him back on the podcast.
Interesting, this one. So
Yep.
Jack Harris, okay, our prepper man, he said the first one is, the second one isn't.
Oh,
He says,
controversy.
however, I can't remember why I think that, he says.
Okay.
Maybe I had a bit too much eggnog at the time.
So, if we're talking about that now, based upon what Jack just said, to an extent, I can understand his reasoning because it is certainly less Christmassy, but it is still set on Christmas. It's obviously set in an airport, but there is an abundance of snow throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, and doesn't he? I'm sure that he doesn't he swing or come down. Doesn't somebody get? He uses Christmas lights, doesn't he, to zoom down some Christmas lights or something, or swing out the way on Christmas lights. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure there's Christmas music in it.
Yeah,
and I'm sure
we're gonna have to verify this.
I'm sure you see lots of people carrying Christmas presents at the airport.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that would make sense. It's set on Christmas Eve.
It's set on Christmas Eve. And again, he's got like his wife up in the plane and everything. So, yeah, interesting one.
Yeah.
Interesting one. That was
Yeah.
kind of... Anyway, on to Trish Buck. She says with the big capital letters, yes, because it is.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect reasoning.
David Rudd. Hi, David. He says again, yes, the first two are Christmas movies, and we watch them on rotation every Christmas in our house. There you go. And he goes on to ask, you know, what is basically a Christmas movie anyway? He says generally snow, ghosts, Santa, elves, love stories, things like that. Chaz Albrighton, good old Chaz, mate.
Hey.
Okay, he came back and he says there are two types of people in this world: those who think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and those that are wrong. he
deserves a hoot for that.
You go. Well done, Chaz.
There you go, Chaz. Brilliant.
I shall toast you for that one. I like that one.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
That was brilliant.
Looks like I'll be ready for the Glenmore engine. Anyway, yeah. James Leaper says, yeah, it's an action-packed, fun Christmas movie, as is Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got... let me see. I'm getting a few gifts coming through.
Yeah, I can see.
Pam Carson, who... hiya, Pam, all the way from Texas.
Wow. Going international now.
Going international. She sent
now we know Show International.
She sent
Love
a picture of Hans Gruber and saying it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls from the Nakatomi Tower.
We've got the Advent calendar.
Which is...
He's currently on the 17.
So that's Pam in Texas. Yes.
Yeah.
Martin O'Connor, 100% it is a Christmas
Good man.
movie.
Good man.
Val Woodcock, yep. Smiley face. Laura Marvelous Shaw. Yes, I would say it's a Christmas movie. It's set at Christmas time, and I love this movie. So at the moment, I think we're getting a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah. It's a good percentage.
Okay, John Burstow, good old John. Hi, John. Happy Christmas, mate. It says yes. It's most watched at Christmas time because it's definitely 100% a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect.
Oh, keeps on coming.
Crikey! How many answers did you get to this?
Loads.
This is a hot topic.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, these are people who actually came back and answered. We've got an unbelievable amount of people just giving it a thumbs up as being a Christmas movie. Sarah Downing, yes, and so is the second one. There you go.
Fair.
That's fundamentally. Abigail Frost, someone looked me in the face and lied to me once, saying it wasn't a Christmas movie.
You poor sausage.
But she obviously reckons it is because she feels she was lied to. Alex Evans, hi Alex, says, yes, it's just something we've always put on at Christmas.
Definitely. Essential Christmas viewing.
Yeah,
that's what I take from that.
Exactly. And we got one from Tom. Okay, because Tom came back and he said, I'm on the yes side of this argument. He says, 1, it's literally Christmas Eve in the movie. And 2, his wife's name is Holly. I mean, come on. Oh, and he says, and 3, it's been played at Christmas every Christmas for as long as I can remember, which by definition surely has to make it a Christmas movie.
Well, if we're talking about when it's being actually played, often you will get the trailers for it on the run up to Christmas on the TV. But this year, it is being played on Christmas Eve
Oh, at the cinema.
at the cinema.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could go and watch it
On
if
Christmas
we wanted
Eve
to.
as a Christmas
Movie.
movie.
Exactly. So
Drink up.
proof is in the
drink up, by
pudding.
way.
Okay.
It's festive spirits down
Exactly.
your neck.
Exactly.
And then I think it's time, before we continue with this conversation, to have another cracker.
Goodness.
Crackers, come on, we got to have another cracker.
Oh, okay. We've got, I assume, a festive fairy.
Is that a fairy? I suppose so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or an angel, but it hasn't got wings. Bang.
What is it? I keep getting these things here. Have your cracker back.
You got bigger hands. Yeah, it's got to be a fairy. It's got wings on the
Oh,
back.
there you go. It's got wings on the back.
Okay, here we go. What we got?
Come on, I want a good joke.
What the? Oh, it's a
What
an
is it?
origami frog.
An origami frog?
Otherwise known
yeah.
as a green bit of
A
paper.
green piece of paper. Anybody want an origami frog?
Right,
I'll
Christmas joke
sell that
time,
on eBay in the
everyone.
new year.
Okay.
Hit me with it. See if I can get this
What athlete is the warmest in winter?
one. What athlete is the warmest in winter? I do not know, Zach. What athlete is the warmest in winter?
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
A long jumper.
Oh,
That's quite a good one.
That is quite a good one. I guess whoever wrote that one down.
that was quite good. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that one before.
No, that's a good one. I think it's time for a big Glenn Morangi.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is we need to do the old. There you go. Hope that came out.
That was a nice sound.
I just caught the smell of that malt scotch. It certainly
Is this a good idea based upon our previous antics with
It certainly is
alcoholic
Christmas.
beverages
I'm trying
on
not
the
to bash-
podcast?
Try not to bash the mic.
Yeah, don't give Jesus.
Anyway, chin chin. Bottoms up, as they say.
Are we going whole thing? Oh, good crikey.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Anyway, that tastes of Christmas, doesn't it?
What?
Oh, that's good.
That was indeed something I drunk.
Oh, anyway, let's put that in the back there. Oh,
So,
that did treat.
at this point-
my stickers are falling off.
At this point, we seem pretty fixed and determined that Die Hard is in fact a Christmas movie.
And I think we have kind of delved into this,
Yeah.
and looked at it from all the angles, from the institute that gave the 5 categories that have to be in a movie to make it a Christmas
We've
movie.
taken a public
We've taken
consensus.
a public poll to get that back. We've taken into consideration that it's been pointed out from that poll. It is played on the television at Christmas. It's at the cinema.
Yeah, it's at the cinema.
every Christmas.
I'm tempted to book the tickets for that, even if we don't end up going.
Yeah.
I want the tickets
Yeah, we could do that.
because I love putting the tickets in
the movie
the actual physical media
sleeve
box
Yeah,
because
the
it's
box.
kind of like an old memory.
Little memory. So, if
Which
we
is
get
nice.
time, we can drop into the
I
cinema.
hope so.
and watch
I hope so.
it. But yeah, so okay, so what do you reckon?
On
Have
a
we- have
whole,
we
on a
accused-
whole, to just kind of round this argument up, I don't even think this should be an argument.
No, I don't. I think that those people that say isn't a movie
Yeah,
are just wrong.
yeah.
It's as simple as
It
that.
shouldn't be an argument.
Oh,
What's to argue about?
Okay, so I've got to bring into the mix one other movie that comes to mind,
Mhm.
which it's an action movie, but is it a
Okay.
Christmas movie?
Okay.
And that's A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Ooh,
There you
Good
go.
one.
Gina Davis.
good one. Good one.
Gina Davis
Yeah.
starts the movie. She's Mrs. Claus.
It's
With
set
Santa.
at Christmas.
Set at Christmas.
It's got Christmas
in a Christmas
parades.
parade.
It's got a Christmas play.
Yeah, there are Christmas music in it.
Uh-huh.
You've got Christmas things are used in it as
Mhm.
props. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
so there's an action movie that is 100%
Yeah.
a Christmas movie.
And a spy thriller.
And that is, I think, is where I'm thinking about the Christmas lights, because people end up hanging off the Christmas lights on the bridge.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
yeah.
it. Where she gets the machine gun at the end. That's it. So it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
say that you can't have an action movie
Mhm.
that's not a Christmas movie.
Mhm.
There you go. So Die
I
Hard.
mean, sure.
is just-
Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, so Die Hard literally ticks all of the boxes
Yeah.
on the Christmas advent calendar. When
Yeah.
It comes to
Got an advent calendar.
it has got an advent calendar as well.
as well.
I was just talking
But,
metaphorically.
Of course, everyone is entitled to their opinion when it comes to like what they watch at Christmas or whatever.
Yep.
But you cannot deny that it is festive. It has that Christmas
feel.
It kind of feeds that Christmas fix.
Yeah.
Like, you want to watch something festive, you can put Die Hard on, and that is
And
like
you're already makes you think of Christmas.
it kind of taps into that.
It does
feel. Yeah.
taps into the feel, and I think that some of the best movies combine action with Christmas,
Or indeed horror. Horror as well.
in horror. But I mean, again,
Hybrid genres.
what is okay? So what is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which personally is probably one of my favourite comedy movies.
That,
I mean, if that,
of all the Christmas movies, that has been the one that has consistently hit me in the feels.
yeah.
Every time we watch that.
Yeah, don't give Zach drinks before watching that.
What do you mean drinks?
Well, because you start getting all like, oh, it's so good because it's so Christmassy, you know.
Oh,
'cause
come
it's all
on.
Christmas. But the point is, what I was going to say is, it's an action movie with an
Yeah.
action star,
And it's a comedy.
and it's a comedy,
Yeah.
and so it combines comedy with action and Christmas.
Yeah.
And then and so
I would
don't
say
quite,
that
what is meant. What are these people think that a Christmas movie can only be like the Muppet Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
and anything else is not a Christmas movie.
it's like, is it like a comparison of like the level of Christmas? Are you saying that if something is a more Christmassy movie than something else, that therefore means that's a Christmas movie, and the thing that's lesser Christmassy isn't? Because that seems nonsensical.
Yeah, I mean that would. I mean, obviously,
Because Jingle All the Way, I would say, is more Christmassy than Home Alone. Because it's got more actual celebration of Christmas.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I mean, okay, so, oh gosh, this is going to be really annoying. I'm trying to think of Kevin. That's it.
Yeah.
Kevin is stuck at home,
Yeah.
and he is trying to celebrate Christmas or the run up to Christmas.
Yeah.
But obviously, with the Jingle All the Way, apart from
It is Christmas Eve
it is
or
Christmas-
whatever.
But I mean, it's even in the
Yeah.
title. But I mean, with Home Alone, it's all about him defending his house against burglars.
Yeah.
With a Christmas theme throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But with
It just happens to be
Jingle
set at
All the
Christmas.
Way, it is Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's that hilarious moment of a father trying to make
It goes to
his-
the ends of
his-
the earth.
to make his sons
Happy.
Christmas happy.
Yeah.
And he's getting everything wrong.
Yeah.
And you feel so sorry for the character
Yeah.
because he is a good character.
Yeah.
Because when we start
He's
the movie,
trying his best.
when we start the movie, it's not like he's
He's not grumpy.
no, well, no. What I'm saying is he's not purposefully forgotten his son. You know how because he misses the karate tournament, he misses this, he misses that, and it's not because he is self-consumed with what he's doing as an individual. He's actually running a business
Yeah.
to support his family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he comes over as a really nice business owner
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
is going to the ends of the earth
Remember, you're my number one customer.
to try and help everybody.
Yeah.
And at the same time, trying to fulfill his obligations to his family.
Exactly.
And it all goes wrong. But it all becomes resolved at the end.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Which is that criteria, one of the criteria.
Exactly. And I would consider that Home Alone, Gremlins, Krampus, etc., 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 Die Hard, all to be Christmas movies.
Yes. So much. Totally.
Totally. Like any kind of argument
But
to the contrary just falls apart.
But that's why
under scrutiny.
That's why I feel then to flip the coin, why people feel that It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie is wrong.
From your description of it, it really doesn't seem that Christmassy.
If you watch it, it's got hardly any Christmas in it at all, and there is no Christmas message at the end of it. Is the bad guy wins?
Yeah.
You know, if you're watching something like the Muppet Christmas Carol, or you're watching, the musical Scrooge, or you're watching, any version of the Christmas Carol, the Ebenezer Scrooge character sees the error of his ways, and at the end of the day, the milk of human kindness wins through.
I mean,
but not in a It's a Wonderful Life.
Just not calling the guy with glasses in Jingle All the Way, who's like the annoying neighbour,
Yeah.
who is undeniably festive,
Yeah.
but he's kind of like
Well, he's doing it for his own ends. Really, isn't
the antagonist of the thing. You kind of see two sides to him, but it's not really made that clear in the movie. But in the end, he does get his comeuppance.
He does. He does.
Exactly.
With eggnog, if I remember.
Yes.
Which is quite fun. Everybody loves a bit of eggnog. Anyway, talking about eggnog, it also reminds me of another movie which you've already mentioned.
Yeah.
Maybe we should sort of round off. We reckon, without a shadow of a doubt,
Yeah.
we've taken a poll on it.
Mm-hmm.
We've answered the question.
Yeah.
Once and for all, Die Hard
Is a Christmas movie.
So, when it comes to Christmas movies, what would your top 5 Christmas movie recommendations be, Zach?
Okay, so whilst I think about this, I think what I'm going to do is do another
cracker.
Cracker time.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Wow, look, I got attacked by a cookie cutter. I've got a cookie cutter. But it's not mine.
Bang.
It's your cookie cutter because it's your cracker. Because I'm giving him his cracker back, you evil people that steal people's crackers.
I now know why these crackers cost so much money to buy.
It's good crackers. Apart
They're
from
pretty good, yeah.
From the origami frog.
It's a great bit of paper. You're not fooling anyone. We always talked about doing like a cracker party for the Now We Know Show podcast. We should do that. We should do
that next Christmas. Maybe we should get loads of crackers and kind of test which crackers are the best.
Yeah.
These ones, I've actually got to say, these jokes have actually been pretty good.
I mean, jokes-wise, we've also got like charades and trivia, etc., on here, which is actually quite nice.
It always seems to be the more expensive crackers have the extra bonus things on them. Anyway, what's the joke?
Okay. What did one eye say to the other? What? What?
Read the answer to yourself and see if it makes sense.
Jesus Christ. That's not... Okay.
Did I hear you say Jesus Christ? That's very Christmassy, by the way.
Exactly.
Okay, so...
What did one eye say to the other? That is exactly what it says.
I see you? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Okay. I'm just trying to think of something to do with ice.
You're going to kick yourself.
I see you. No, all right.
It doesn't seem very Christmassy, the answer, but
go on.
Apparently it's a Christmas thing. Between you and me, something smells.
I should have seen that one.
What's Christmassy about that joke? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, the joke's only Christmas. Oh no!
It's funny.
I'm pulling my stickers out of my beard. Oh well.
I mean, cracky. Just looking at the charade, I'm just going to tell you what it is. But it's a book. And the girl with the dragon tattoo, I wouldn't consider that a Christmassy film.
Not really. Hang on. I've got to bring you to task on this because unless I'm mistaken, you...
What?
These crackers, these crackers are meant to be... Didn't it say on the box that these are children's crackers?
Yeah.
And you've got a charade in their children's cracker for
the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Didn't that have her sticking a large thing up somebody's rear orifice?
La. We are a
family-friendly show. That's bizarre.
That's a bizarre.
You're meant to be expecting a 10-year-old to be trying to do a charade of that.
What is wrong with the world? I don't know.
Oh, there you go. All right. Look,
I got a blue hat, okay?
Okay, look, yeah, I've got another cracker here. Do you want to decapitate Rudolph?
I want to give my little joke about the nose.
The nose, something smells.
There you go.
Okay, that is really bizarre.
It was very bizarre.
Come on, let's decapitate Rudolph.
This seems wrong. I mean, it's got a red nose and everything. This seems wrong.
Oh, Rudolph. Oh, you won one!
Fine, it only took 6 crackers.
Give it back.
Oh,
what have you got in there? All right, I'll tell you what. Ooh. Don't know what that is.
I'm scared to open it.
It's a
bit suspect.
There's no joke in it.
No, you got me.
There's no joke.
There is.
Okay.
Thing is, the back of the paper is white, Buzz.
Oh, right, and the inside of the cracker was?
White.
Okay, so that's why I can see it. What you got?
Oh my god!
It's not nothing you sniff, is it?
No.
Oh wow!
Got mini bowling.
Is that they made of wood?
Yeah.
Oh, you got bowling pins made of wood
and a ball. That's kind of fun.
That's kind of fun. That's a bit posher than the plastic ones you get.
It's slightly making up for the frog.
What do I do with my glasses? Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry, it's the Glenmorangie. It's
I want to play mini bowling.
Okay. See if we can get this one. What's yellow and jumps from cake to cake?
How am I supposed to get that?
I don't know how you meant to get this, but it's actually quite funny. But
Fire?
no. What's yellow and jumps from cake to cake?
And I don't
There
know,
is- there is-
frosting?
There is no way you get this. I'm going to change it. Okay.
What do you mean you're going to change?
I'm going to change a word in it and see if it helps.
Okay.
Okay. What's yellow and swings from cake to cake? It says jumps.
A
on this.
monkey? I don't know where this is going.
Do you want to know what the answer is?
Um,
I've got to say, it does say jumps, but I think it's
Is it-
better
is
if
it
you
funny?
substitute it to swings.
You're going to have to pull it out of the bag to make this funny, I think.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Zach, what's yellow and swings from cake to cake?
I don't know, Buzz.
Tarzipan.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
Tarzipan. After that dragon tattoo one, I've got to look at what the
Charade is.
the charade. Charade.
Do you need my eyes?
The good, the bad, and the ugly. What?
What ten-
8-year-old's going to get these charades? I have no idea.
I think they're probably counting on the fact that the child wouldn't actually do the charade.
Okay, I have no idea.
Maybe they'd give it to their
Wait,
parents.
where were we? We were getting some more glimmer.
We're gonna do-
and we were going to do some movie
our,
recommendations.
our top 5 Christmas movie recommendations. Now, I wanted to kind of pose this as like an open discussion here because obviously we've got, I would say, a nice menagerie of Christmas movies that I'd probably say aren't your traditional selection.
Oh, you mean like Die Hard?
You mean like Die Hard, yeah.
Chin chin.
Die Hard can be one of the Christmas movies if you so wish.
Mhm. Well, let's work on the principle that Die Hard is most definitely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
We've settled that one.
Yeah.
Nobody ever needs to bring this up again. So leaving Die Hard to one side.
Yeah, okay.
And we're going to leave Die Hard out of our top 5 or our 5 recommendations because we
Yeah.
recommend it as a Christmas movie.
Yeah, because this necessarily doesn't have to be like a top 5. It could be just 5 films
that we like at Christmas.
that we like at Christmas.
Okay.
Personally,
Yep.
ones that spring to mind
Yep.
are well, okay, let's just
Go for it.
we've mentioned it throughout the podcast. Jingle All the Way,
Jingle All the Way. Jingle
hands
all the way.
down,
Hands
is
down.
it hits me in the field every time.
I've got to say, when it
time.
first came out, I was mildly amused.
Yeah.
Right? But as you've grown up,
I've appreciated it a lot more.
as you've grown up, and from being a small kid and now being, in your mid-20s,
Yeah.
it's become funnier and funnier
Yeah,
year on year.
yeah. Especially with my or our collecting background
Yeah,
of
I mean,
collecting toys,
we just
action figures,
absolutely love to-
our appreciation of
It's turbo time!
of the hunt, the will of the chase,
Yeah, the will of the chase. The whole...
the type of thing.
that I really sympathise with Arnold Schwarzenegger's character.
Exactly.
Oh gosh, what's his name? Howitzer. It's
Yeah.
oh
No,
because she says at the end he's in the Turbo Man suit, isn't she?
Howard. Yeah.
So it's Howard somebody. Or other.
Yeah,
But anyway, I just sympathise with him so much,
Mm-hmm,
and having to do that, and and he's a good guy,
Mm.
and all he wants is the best for his son. So yeah, definitely for me, I'm on there with you on that one.
On this particular topic, though, nobody likes you, Booster.
Nobody likes. You can't even buy a booster unless you can. I don't know. I've never seen one for sale.
I think you can get a Dementor.
I think you've got 2 Turbo Men, haven't you?
One's in box, one's out
in
of box.
and one so you could actually get it to talk.
Yeah.
And the trouble is, when he took it out of the box, what did it say?
Nudge the Dementor.
Yes, you got to love the
The multilingual version. That
ones.
was just a joke. It was perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
So, okay.
Okay, now I like a good musical over the Christmas period.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
And so I'm going to swing in. I love the musical Scrooge.
The one with Albert Finney,
Albert
because there are
Finney.
several films
Yeah.
called Scrooge now.
There are several.
There's one with Jim
movies.
Carrey.
Yeah,
Don't worry about that.
there's,
But
Scrooged with Bill Murray.
I haven't seen that.
No,
Sorry.
It's not very good, but I don't think it's a great movie.
Apparently, everyone loved it.
Yeah, but everybody loves the Muppet movie. Now, I don't want to knock the Muppet movie. It's a good movie. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It may be the Muppet movie. Maybe some people get attached to movies because they saw them as a child.
Yeah,
And it's kind of
I could see
become
that. I could see
kind
that.
of like a staple thing. The Muppet movie, Christmas Carol. I like the Christmas. I like Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. But the thing with the Muppet movie, I like the Muppets. didn't have as much funny bits.
It certainly wasn't as Kermity as I was
Yeah,
expecting.
I thought it'd be kind of more funny.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm Kermit the Frog.
So,
Oh no, Tiny Tim.
yes. So yeah, I'm not knocking it at all, and I know it's a top of a lot.
I
of
would watch
people's
it again.
Yeah,
I
a lot
would-
of
I'd
people's
watch it
Christmas
again.
list is the Muppets Christmas Carol.
But personally,
I like a good sing song at Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing. Muppets Christmas Carol. It's a musical. It has songs in it, but I can't remember any of them.
yeah,
You know, but you get something like Scrooge.
Yeah.
It's got such memorable
yeah.
numbers in
Like
it.
even in my brain now, I can think of
Exactly.
songs from the film.
I love life.
Life
loves
likes me.
It's great,
Etc.
etc. They're just brilliant songs.
Father Christmas, Father Christmas, he's the great man with the ribbon. Okay, so we've got two there. We've got Jingle All the Way
Jingle All
and
the Way,
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Scrooge is certainly probably the most traditional
Yeah.
of the Christmas movies we're going to probably recommend here.
Yeah, I just love the whole Victorian Christmas feel.
So
and it has the good moral story in it as well.
now, for like a third one, I think we have to go to something that we have seen on multiple occasions, and you have always brought it up as a thing, like what Christmas movies do you like, etc., etc., etc. Or you should go watch this, and that is the anthology film, A Christmas Horror Story.
Eggnog.
Eggnog.
Eggnog with William Shatner. Again,
Good evening, Bailey
Bailey
Downs, which, funny enough, is actually a place from Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps. It's good. I wish they'd do more Bailey Downs movies, to be honest with
Yeah, I'd go for that.
you.
I'd go for that.
And, so if you're listening, more Bailey Downs movies. Yeah, I do like that because it really, although it's 4 different horror stories.
They're kind of almost a bit interconnected as well.
They're interconnected because they're all set in Bailey Downs, but they're total. Would you say there's one which has got a ghost in it? But they are basically all Christmassy. Some of the stories are more Christmassy than the others.
But there's kind of like a nice horror twist on all of them.
Yeah.
It's like one is kind of like a retelling of the nativity.
Yep.
In some sense.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire thing, most of it has this kind of family like dynamic kind of
Scottish
thing
accent.
being in question. Like I think it's the changeling
Yeah, the changeling one.
story
But again,
as like a dysfunctional family trying to kind of sort
try
themselves
and have
out.
a good Christmas.
Yeah,
And in order to try and bring them together, they go on the search for a Christmas tree. You know, so
And then obviously a spanner is thrown into the works. Go watch the movie. Watch it for yourselves.
You've
Make
got
your own
Father
mind up.
Christmas in there, you know, which is I absolutely like the Father Christmas themed story in it.
Yes,
It's just brilliant.
yes.
Absolutely brilliant.
With the elves.
I love it. You know, I'm not going to say anything more about it because.
And by the way, the Krampus in it, the Krampus suit,
yeah, really good.
really good, really good, really good.
So yeah, Christmas horror story. Okay, other things to see, like there are movies that aren't technically Christmas movies that I'm not going to put this in my top 5. Well, not top 5, but my
Recommendations.
But again, I like a musical. So Seven Brides for Seven Brothers is one that I again so ways associate with Christmas because basically they get snowed in.
Okay.
Over the winter period, and
Yeah.
it's and again it's got great, bless your beautiful hide, whoever you may be. I mean, it's got just great sing along songs, you know.
Yeah.
So a good musical.
So are you saying that is one of your recommendations?
I'm just saying it
It was an honourable mention there.
It's an honourable mention, yeah.
Okay.
An honourable
We'll go for
mention. Okay. So what else have you got? We've mentioned 3 now. haven't we?
Okay, so now it kind of comes down to whittling down because there's quite a lot. One I think is just worth a mention that's quite funny. Santa's Sleigh. I wouldn't say that's like the best thing ever by any means,
Yeah.
but I think it's worth at least a mention here. It's got like a reindeer that's a bison. I just
mean,
find that hilarious.
What about things such as Elf, etc.? You know,
Elf, yeah.
You know,
I think there's a horror one called Elves, but we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't seen that. Miracle on 34th Street's already been mentioned.
Well, I mean, a lot of people would say The Grinch,
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
but I can't say that I've seen it in its entirety to really give that a recommendation.
Gin?
Oh, good grief!
Yeah, look, this is good stuff. This is.
I mean,
Glen
yeah,
Morangi.
it's good stuff.
This,
We're having a party.
we're having a Christmas
Christmas
party.
special.
Grand Cheval.
As long as it doesn't end like the Golden Mile for episode 50, we're all right.
Santa,
Oh, God.
I've got a Santa cracker.
This is our final cracker, everyone, ladies and gents.
We're going to behead Santa.
Why am I
Santa.
beheading Santa? This feels so wrong. Oh, come on.
What? Here we are.
Hey!
Right, what we got in here then?
I don't know. It's yours.
I'll tell you what. See if
This
I can...
just feels so wrong that basically in my hands here I am holding the decapitated head of Santa
bit
Claus.
of paper. What is that?
I don't know. Is it a colouring book? Does it come with pens?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it's crayons.
I think you got crayons, mate.
I'm unfolding it.
Red and green crayons.
I'm unfolding it. What's it say? It says, "Colour me in," with a penguin, a snowman, a Christmas
Do
tree,
you want the pens?
and Santa. Well, they're
I've
crayons.
got a purple hat. I want to get the joke.
Get the joke. You got it?
I'll get the joke.
Okay. You got to blast my socks off now.
Right, this has got to be the final funny joke.
This has got to be
We've
hilarious.
still got 2 movies to come up with, by the way.
I know, but we're passing the time.
Okay. What is every elf's favourite type of music?
Elfish. Like Elvis.
I think this one's an easy one. I think the people watching and listening to our podcast will be screaming this one.
Really?
As.
Oh no. Am I really that low on the IQ scale?
Okay. What is every elf's favourite type of music? Type of music. Type of music.
I'm going to kick myself, aren't I?
Type of music.
You're just saying type of music, or is this just like a false lead?
No. Just give up.
Yeah.
Rap.
Good lord.
Oh dear.
Tell you what, I'll let you hoot your own horn for that.
Yeah, do I get to do that?
You can do that.
There you go. Let's see what the charade is.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs. Anyway, let's round off. We've got 2 more movies.
Yeah, we've got 2 more movies to come on.
So you got to think it's Christmas time.
Christmas time.
What are you going to say? Is
We can't say Die Hard because that's been the main topic of the
Yeah,
podcast.
we can't say Die Hard because I would go for Die Hard.
Die Hard 2. No, we can't do that either.
What makes you feel really Christmas? I think that's also a thing, something that makes you feel Christmassy.
Yeah.
You watch it and you go, oh, I feel Christmas.
I mean, I can't. It has to be something that I've seen more than once to really kind of warrant it being on this particular list.
Yeah.
One that actually 2. I could say 2 here because they're kind of along the same lines, but they're very much under that kind of action kind of feel.
Yep.
And that was Fat Man with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
And
That was quite
Violent Night with David Harbour.
Okay, yeah.
Which was kind of like
Violent.
Santa's version of Die Hard.
Well, he was a Viking, you know.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Valhalla, la, 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 la.
Do you want me to chip in with this one?
I think so.
I know we're using the word movie.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Where are we going with this?
Film.
Film,
Yeah,
yes.
Film. But that doesn't really necessarily say about the length of it.
Okay.
So
Where are we going with this?
I'd actually say The Snowman.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's an animated classic that's on literally every year,
Yeah.
and you can't help but just...
We're walking in the air. Doom, doom.
You're not going to sing the next bit.
We're walking in the moonlit sky. We're walking in the light, probably butchering the song.
Yes. Well, anyway. It's funny. Yeah, I'd say The Snowman. I mean,
Okay.
you can't not leave The Snowman out of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they tried to come up with it. They did one called Father Christmas. I'm sure they
Mm-hmm.
did, with Mel Smith being the Father Christmas. They also didn't they do a Snow Dog or something?
Yeah, Snowman and Snow Dog.
But forget those. It's The Snowman.
The
Is the one that
Snowman,
hits
yeah.
every time.
Well, I'm glad you didn't reference Where the Wind Blows.
It's funny what's in the back of my head then.
That is not
Not a Christmas
a
movie.
Christmas
No,
movie.
that doesn't matter if anybody tries to tell you it is. It is.
Severe content warning there. For
Maybe they
all
should
you,
have put that down as one of the charades.
Jesus.
One of the children's charades.
I don't think they'd sell many.
That's it.
They sell it to us.
Oh, look, kids. Look, what's this charade? Threads. Oh, I haven't heard of that.
We've done podcasts on these things previously. Please go hunt them down on the channel.
It's brilliant.
All right.
Okay, so
The Snowman. Okay.
You
Okay.
cannot
okay.
get Christmas without the Snowman.
So that's more of like a short. That's I would consider that a short film because it's not like a
but it's still-
series.
yeah, but it's still a film.
Mhm.
It's not a TV show. Is it?
So okay, so in this we're not. Could we count like Christmas specials? Is that a thing that we could consider here?
A Christmas special.
Yeah, or are we diverging
Well, it's meant
off
to,
of
it's
the
meant to be a film.
film?
It's meant
Yeah,
to be a film.
That was a short film, so
That's a
that
short film.
passes. That passes. So I couldn't recommend like a Blackadder's Christmas Carol. Could I?
No, it's a
that's a
TV
TV series. Okay.
But then it does throw into the mix. I mean, obviously, we're in the UK, and you just look at the plethora of movies you get from the States. I mean, we at the soon as you get to, I actually think it started in September in the UK, but in the UK we have like a Christmas movie channel.
Yep.
And it is literally movie after movie
after
after
movie
movie
after
after movie, and
movie.
they are all American movies.
Yeah.
The
That's
ma-
basically the same thing every
The
time.
majority of them are literally man comes to small town,
Yeah.
finds I don't know small town teacher,
Yeah.
teacher and man
Yeah.
fall in love,
Yeah.
then man gets a job in New York.
Yeah.
Teacher doesn't want to have to leave
Yeah.
the town, and
Yeah.
then
Et cetera, et
and
cetera, et cetera.
eventually it all works.
They
out.
all figure it out.
They figure it out. But it's literally like America must have so many Christmas movies. So what I'm trying to say is lots of different countries throughout the world have probably got their own kind of Christmas movies. And so again, one type of Christmas movie that comes up every Christmas is Wallace and Gromit.
Which
But
one?
it's not really a Christmas movie.
Which
is
one?
it? I would, well, it's usually, you got the wrong trousers, but what's the one they always put on all the time? It's the.
Are you talking about the what's it one? Were Rabbit.
That's it, the Were Rabbit.
That's more of a. I'd say that's a Halloween movie though.
So that's a Halloween movie.
The thing is,
But I know
the odd thing is
but
this
we have
year
got another
we
Wallace and
have
Gromit
got a Vengeance Most Foul, which
Yeah,
is the return
on Christmas
of
Day.
the evil penguin.
Yeah. But my
on
point,
Christmas Day.
The point is that everybody associates Wallace and Gromit with Christmas.
Yeah.
But they haven't actually had a movie that you would consider to be a Christmas movie.
No, they haven't.
But it's always associated.
That's
with Christmas,
weird.
isn't
That's
it?
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about that.
Yeah. So I just want. I'll just sort of throw it in the mix. But anyway.
Yeah,
So what's our last Christmas
I
recommendation?
know it's kind of hard, isn't it? Okay. So obviously we have discussed obviously Christmas movies. They don't have to be set on Christmas. They can be set on Christmas Eve. So a bit of a wild card here because it's very easy for me to like say the likes of like Krampus and Rarick Sports Christmas Tale here, but I'm not going to.
Yep. Okay. Ooh.
This is something that we have watched for many Christmases in various iterations, actually. It varies upon each year. Sometimes it's an animated version, sometimes it's a live
I know
action.
where you go with it.
You know where I'm going with this.
I've been saving
And
this.
it's interesting because I wouldn't say I came up with it or anything because it's a thing, and I noticed this being said in one of these particular movies, and that is Beowulf.
Beowulf. 24th
Beowulf.
of December, Beowulf Day.
Because in the Robert Zemeckis, I think it's 2007 one of the lines in the movie is, "We celebrate Beowulf Day, the day before the birth of Jesus Christ,"
Exactly.
which is obviously Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve is Beowulf Day,
Yep.
and by extension, it's a Christmas movie.
Christmas movie, and we celebrate.
We have celebrated Beowulf Day for years
and years.
Since this revelation,
We've even got a social media group
dedicated to
Beowulf.
And it's
Day.
kind of like our own personal thing. We don't really care too much about whether or not other people will take it up, but it's nice to see that other people do.
But the whole premise with Beowulf and the snow is down on the surrounding the golden hall of Herot, and the fires are going, and yet they're besieged by Grendel. It's
Grendel.
It is for me again a kind of a maybe take away the term Christmas. Maybe it's more of a Yule movie.
A Winterfest movie.
Yeah, a festive, a movie set in in that winter's that period of time, and so I've always found Beowulf in its different iterations. Thank you. Its different iterations as being a Yule movie or a
Well,
Yule story.
Because,
almost.
okay, so let's, at this point, because obviously we've recommended Beowulf, and I don't really know anyone else who would recommend Beowulf as a
Christmas.
go-to Christmas movie.
Yep.
Let's put Beowulf now under the scrutiny of the classification of a Christmas movie.
Yep.
How well does it fare against that?
Ooh, good question.
Because it has...
Well, that's a different...
It's hard because it has songs and merriment in it.
Yep.
Which personally to us makes us feel very festive.
You could argue, depending on the iteration you mentioned, is set at Christmas Eve.
Yes.
It's it's a bit of a difficult one.
It's a difficult.
I'm going to say it's not a Christmas movie, as I've already said. It's more of a Yule movie. So if you're somebody who prefers to say that you celebrate Yule over Christmas, then I think it's a movie for you.
I think it's by extension.
It's a story, you know.
Yeah, as a story, I can kind of forgive people for not considering it a Christmas movie, but in the movie, it very clearly states that it is Beowulf Day is to be celebrated the day before the birth of Jesus Christ, and if we are to believe that that is obviously on the 25th of December, that's
what's insinuated
exactly
in the movie.
In the movie, exactly, and by extension, therefore, every iteration, therefore, of Beowulf can be considered a Christmas movie. Obviously, some of those are going to be more Christmassy than others. We're not going to talk about the Christopher Lambert one. That said, I probably need to pick that up on DVD somewhere along the line. It's a weird movie.
It's a weird movie. But there you go. So five Christmas movies. If you've got your favourite Christmas movies, and it might be something straightforward. It could be like Elf.
Yep.
It could be, there's probably 101 different Christmas movies out there that we haven't mentioned.
Yep.
That come on every year. And they do seem to bring out a Christmas movie. Like we've just had the red one. I'm trying to think what came out last year when it came to Christmas.
It was Violent Night, I think.
I think Violent Night was the big Christmas.
Or was that the year before? I'm getting confused now.
But they always bring something out at Christmas.
Exactly. And I was actually quite surprised by Red One because that came out quite early, I think.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of November.
Yeah,
so that's had about
well,
almost 2 months.
I think we got to just celebrate with one more festive. Oh yeah, we nearly finished the Glenmorangie now.
Well, at least this is consensual.
Yeah, it is. It's the. Well, I've got another bottle of it over there. Hang on, let's just separate. A little bit more. This was my birthday one anyway. It's my birthday Glenmorangie.
Then consider this a celebration of both Christmas for the Now We Know Show podcast and Buzz's birthday.
Anyway, we would like to extend our wishes to all our listeners, all our viewers that have stuck with the Now We Know show.
Yes.
All through 2024.
All through all of these 125 episodes. And here is to the next 125 episodes. Where we'll be at that point, I have no idea, but I hope that we are having as much fun as we are now.
Well, think about it. We've got 125. Christmas is on the 25th.
Yeah.
And this is our final podcast before 2025.
We really timed this very well, didn't we?
25s in there. Anyway, cheers to you, Zach. And cheers to all of you. We wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, Merry Yule, Happy Beowulf Day, and a very, very happy and prosperous New Year.
And remember, if you have taken nothing else away from this podcast, definitively, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And there we are. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further topics or activities you'd like to listen to in 2025.
That just leaves us to say, yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer. Goodbye from Buzz.
And yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Goodbye from Zak.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
And cheers. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Down to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.